G'day, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of WTF Dave with your lovable asshole, Dave. How's it going, everybody? Must be Monday. And as I said in my first video, I'm going to try and do an episode every Monday for an entire year just to see where things go. That's all. And what you get out of these episodes is your choice. But most of these episodes are going to talk about the opposite side of the coin. You're thinking to yourself, opposite side of the coin? Yeah. Everybody likes that winner. Everybody likes that guy to be on top. Everybody likes that person to be the one. Well, I want to talk about the other side of the coin, the one that seems to be forgotten about. You know, the loser. You know, the one that Karma has on speed dial. The one that Karma, when she gets bored, goes, wonder what Dave's up to and how can I fuck with this day. I'm that guy. I'm the guy who gets the odds and ends. I'm the guy who ends up with things that you can't believe are fucking real. There's times I actually believe my life is being written by Tim Burton. Yeah, because I have some of the most unusual shit happen in my life. To give you a quick lowdown of what happens in my life, I've had everything from being set on fire, car crashes, hanging off the side of buildings, what else? Nearly being run over, being dragged by a horse, being kicked off by a horse, being kicked in the back of the head by a horse. I think that's the main reason why there's something horribly wrong with me, but everybody seems to have a good laugh. Everybody likes having me around. Why? Because I make things funny. And the reason why I make things funny is because life's too difficult. You gotta learn to laugh. You gotta have a chuckle. So much so, some of my shows will discuss what happened in my first demolition derby, what happened on my first fire call, because I was a firefighter for a little while. What happened, well, basically what happens when I get along with me and my buddy Hank. That's down the road, though. He's a little shy. He won't be on camera much. Probably never. But I'm working on that. Yeah. I will discuss things like how I want my funeral to go. Ooh, I know. It's pretty funny, though. Wait for that episode. When holidays come around, I'm a big Halloween fan. I've got a great Halloween special planned. But the only way that's going to work is if I get people to watch this show. Trust me on this. I do unusual things. And the reason why I do them is because I test my luck. As they say, no risk, no reward. Well, I've risked a lot of things, and I'm still waiting for my reward. But I keep trying. I don't give up. I keep going. Why? Because they're good for a laugh. My friends enjoy it, and it takes the stress out of their lives. And at some point in time during my video, if you say WTF, or you don't believe what is going on, it can't be what's going on, it actually is. And it actually has happened. Really. I can't get into a great deal on all the shows right now because what the hell am I going to talk about for the year? I got to do 52 episodes. You know how hard it is to do at least one episode, especially live, with nothing written down? No odds and ends, nothing being slid in, no IT guy. It's difficult. Like, so much so, I don't have an intro. So anybody out there who watches this and can think of a half decent intro, let me know. As for ideas for shows, I said in my first video, if I got 20 subscribers, I'd let you guys pick what I talk about real quick. Well, I didn't. I got 3, which is fine. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, people who did the 3. And as for running an actual YouTube channel, what do I know about it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So much so that I had a little boy, well, he's not really little anymore, he's almost in his teens, explain to me how actually YouTube works and how you have to do certain things. Because in my eyes, I figured, create an account, put your shit up, let people poke fun, let people say what they want to say, and be ready for the nasty remarks. Well, guess what, people? Throw any nasty remark you want. I was married once. I have kids. You can't hurt my feelings. I've done so many jobs between construction, security guards, odds and ends of things of driving truck, that I have heard every redneck joke known to mankind. I've had every saying sent my way, and yet I smile and nod. Why? Because I've learned to laugh at life. That's it. That's the bottom line. You want to know how to get past all the little shitty things that happen in your life? Learn to laugh about them. Learn to make jokes about them. Like, I've had one buddy for years. He got bugged because he was small. All the time. Until one day I heard one of the jokes going on. And they were like going, man, you shop at the Baby Gap, this, that, the other thing, blah, blah, blah. And I noticed it started to hurt his feelings. Now, he's a proud man. He does an awful lot. No reason to hurt his feelings. So I looked at the funny side of life. I turned around to those other people and I went, you're giving him shit for shopping at the Baby Gap? I wish I could shop at the Baby Gap. Why? You know what it cost me for a pair of shoes? You know what it cost me for a t-shirt? You know what it cost any of us for clothing? But yet, if you could shop someplace where you can get smaller sizes, cheaper. So they stopped giving him shit about that. This is what I mean. Looking at the other side of the coin. You've got to look at the other side of the coin. Even when life really is just stepping right down on the back of your head. You got to look at the other side. You got to laugh. Got to move on. And I've done that for years. So that's why I'm hoping my little stories and my little blurps make you laugh, make you get on with your day. And I kid you not. I've got shows coming out over the next year or so. One's about safe cracking. Really? Safe cracking? Oh yeah. I broke into a safe. Relax. It was all legit. It's a great story. I'll tell you all about it. Not in this episode. You want to know more? You'd have to subscribe. If you want to hear the story about me getting kicked in the back of the head by a horse. Happened when I was really young. If you want to know that one, you'll have to subscribe. If you want to hear about the Demolition Derby or when I was a firefighter, guess what? Subscribe. Just that simple. So don't be the last person to hear these stupid little jokes. Don't be the last person out there that's like, I wonder what that asshole's up to today. Well, if it's a Monday, you'd be able to check it out because that's when I'm doing it. Now, over the course of time over the year, I'm going to figure out more and more about this YouTube crap. And you never know. Maybe if I can figure out how to do certain things, maybe I can do some gaming. Show you some stuff. Maybe I'll do the spicy challenge. Maybe I'll do the odds and ends of the things that are coming out. Because why not? Everybody else is. Nah, it's not my style. I like to be a person who dances to his own drum. I'm one of those people who, even though everybody says, hey, making a right, you'd have an easy path. Making a left, life's going to be difficult. You know which pathway I'm picking? I'm going left. Things shouldn't be easy in life. But what you make out of life, there's your reward. So I've learned to laugh. So much so that I've had no choice. Because as Tom Hanks says in Major League, there's no crying. There's no crying in baseball. There's no crying. There isn't. If you've gotten to a point in your life where you're feeling real down and low and you're not sure which way to turn on my channel. Listen to this asshole discuss things of why he's still kicking. And maybe the stories about my life will make your life a little easier. Just that simple. So I'm hoping to get suggestions on my YouTube channel about things to discuss or things I can try and make funny. So I'm putting it out there right now. If I can get 20 or more subscribers, I'll let you pick the topic. And I'll give you some ideas of topics. I've mentioned a few already between safe cracking, demolition derby, firefighter, right? The main thing is, as one of my subscribers has already put, I have cheated death so many times. It's not funny. And it's not that I'm cheating death. It's because Satan doesn't want me down there. He knows I am that screwed up. He doesn't want me down there. So much so that when people say The devil made me do it. Mm-mm. The devil's trying to stop me. Because I am that guy who says, hold my beer. I am that guy that says, I can do it. Watch. Right? I am that guy that says, I can make it from here to there and doesn't make it. Right? Everybody's got that little devil, little angel on their shoulder, tells them the difference between right and wrong. Well, I drove mine to rehab. Yep. They're in Alcoholics Anonymous right now, trying to recover from all the traumatizing things I've put them through. And they passed me on to somebody to keep an eye on me. And they're hoping it teaches me a lesson. And the person they passed me on to is karma. Now, we've all had that brush with karma. Well, everybody has the brush with karma. Karma's got me on speed dial. She wakes up some mornings while she's making her cup of coffee and sipping away at it. She decides to go, let's see what Dave's up to and how can I fuck up his day. Because that's how she laughs at life. Fucking with my day. And as my friends know, and as a lot of people know in my life, Karma's let me know she doesn't like me. And I've let Karma know, bring it on. This is why I'm doing these stupid little shows. Because people out there haven't learned how to deal with certain things out there. And with the way life's been over the last few years, between COVID and being locked up and trying to keep everybody home and being stressed out and, not sure where the world was going to go, we definitely need more laughter in our life. We definitely need more outgoing stuff to happen. And over the last year, now that we've been released back out into the public, and we can do more things and we can travel more distances and go places, a lot of us are still in fear. Well, let's not be in fear. Let's learn to laugh at life. And I don't mean just a little laugh. I mean literally stand there and chuckle about life, no matter what it is. Give it a shot. You'll find laughter is really good for the soul. It will get you through life. It will make you feel less stressed. It will make you enjoy things a little more. And the only way to laugh at life is with good friends. And I've got some of the greatest ones on the planet. There'll be ones that you'll meet throughout my episodes. Maybe not on camera. Well, I'll give it a shot. Let's see what happens. But overall, I've got some great friends. And this is why I laugh at life. If you've got some good friends, go up and give them a hug. And I don't mean just a hug like, oh, thanks for being my friend. I mean, give them a nice tight squeeze of a hug. So much of a hug, it'll feel awkward. Really awkward. Give them a real tight hug and make them feel really awkward. Why? Because if they're really your friend, they'll have a good laugh about it. And then they'll ask you what the fuck you're doing. Like right now, I'm still toying with the notion about taking a punch in the mouth from one of my friends. And I'm almost tempted to take it. I got one buddy in my life I couldn't do without. Right? I've got some really good friends and some odds and ends of people that I couldn't do much with, right? Because they're just not wild and crazy like I am, and they like to stand on the sidelines, which is fine. You can stand on the sidelines. But I got one buddy who's just outrageous like I am. And without him, I wouldn't know what to do. So maybe one of these days in one of these videos, I'm going to go up and give him a great big hug to a point of where it's so awkward that he's probably going to punch me in the mouth. And you want to know something? Give her. I'll take the punch in the mouth. Why? Because he's a good buddy. That's why. Good friends are hard to let go. And I'll tell you right now, my buddy, if I were to give him a hug, I'm never letting go. Because the moment I let go, he's going to punch me in the mouth. So I'll be hanging on for quite a while. It just is what it is. See, here it is. I'm trying to do this stupid little YouTube thing, and it's hard. It's really hard. How do you have a conversation with a camera? Like, how do you make certain jokes without having somebody laugh in the background, having little comments going on. This is why I need it to go live. I want people to interact with my show. I want to hear about your problems. I want to see if I can make them funny. I want to see if I can make you have a good laugh, to see if you can look at things a little differently. Because that's what I am. I look at things differently. It's not whether I won or lost. It's whether I had a good time. Right? We all just want to have a good time. We don't want to be stressed out. We don't want to be angry. We don't want to be mad. And I will admit, my anger, because I'm a person who wears his feelings on his sleeve. So if you've tuned into my show and you're going to make a comment about it, be prepared to hear back from me, regardless of what it is. Because I will try to respond to everything. Why? I'm not scared of things. If you need an honest opinion about something, get a hold of me. If you want to know if something looks good on you, get a hold of me. If you want to know what's going on, that whether you should do it or not, get a hold of me. I'll let you know. I'll tell you exactly how it is. I'll tell you the do's and don'ts to it. I'm a guy who thinks of pretty much every disaster that will happen. So much so that one of my friends even calls me Doubtful Dave. But you want to know something? Even though I think of all the disaster things that would happen, don't get me wrong, it's easy to think of all the good things. But I think of all the disaster things that were happen, and even though I've thought of them all, karma lets me know there's always one more. Yeah, there's always one more. Which is fine. Bring it on, karma. So, I'm trying to make sure that people out there are less stressful. This is why I'm picking the shittiest day of the week to do my shows. Monday. And I want to hear about your weekend. I want to hear about the stupid little things. I want to hear if your event actually made it to, say, failed army. Something you tried so bad and it just blew up in your face. Let's talk about it. Let's have a good laugh. Shit happens. Now, during my show, you're going to see unusual things. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'm not going to worry about what's going on. If you want something sugar-coated, go to Tim Hortons, get a donut. If I hurt your feelings, go online. There's a hurt feelings report. Trust me on this, there really is a hurt feelings report. You can fill it out. Send it my way. I'll read it. Have a good laugh. We'll discuss it. So yeah, I'm doing stupid little bits right now just to try to sort out. The first couple of videos aren't really going to have much of a topic, aren't really going to have much jokes, because you need to know where I'm coming from. Even though you can watch these videos in any order you want, like the way George Lucas made Star Wars, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Right? None of this is going to make any sense right off the bat. And you looking at this ugly mug is going to make you go, why the fuck am I paying attention to this redneck? Because it's funny. Not right now, because I'm explaining things. But once you get used to me and know who I am, I will explain to you the time I went rock climbing and I popped my shoulder out and put it back in like in Lethal Weapon. Don't do that. That's a good story too. The day I jumped a car that was driving at me at 60. That's a good story too. Like I said, I've got stories like you wouldn't believe. Most of them involve karma letting me know that I'm a dick. Just that simple. And I want to have a few more stories throughout the year of you guys being a part of them. That's what I'm saying. If I can get enough people together before Halloween, I've got a show for you. So much so, this will change. But you have to wait till Halloween to find out. And if I get 20 subscribers before Christmas, I've got a great story to tell you then. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, one of my subscribers wants me to talk about all the times I've cheated death. Don't worry, it's coming. But I need to start somewhere. So much so that I'm starting off with the bare necessities. My cell phone, having a conversation with you guys in my undisclosed location. Well, when you're this pretty, you've got to hide it. And you're trying to think, what makes this person tick? Well, I'm still trying to figure that out myself. Because I don't drink coffee in the morning. I'm naturally this happy. Yes, I'm not a coffee person. You're thinking to yourself, holy shit, how does he function without coffee? It's called energy drinks. That's where I get my caffeine. 5-hour energy drink. Sign me up. Let's do this. No matter what event I'm about to do, I'll chug back one of those 5-hour energy drinks just to amp me up a little bit more because I know karma is going to rear her ugly head and bring me back to reality. And if you don't believe me, stick around. Check out a few more of my shows. They will be coming out. So, before I ramble on any more or backtrack through some more stories or this, that, and the other, or give away any more information about how I want my show to go throughout the year, I'm going to leave it like this. I'm trying to think of a good way to end the shows. Tell me if you like this one. Remember, dance like nobody's watching, sing like nobody can hear you, and if you're going to be an asshole, be the whole ass. Because the job of being an asshole is already covered. Till next time, everybody. Hope to hear from you by next Monday. And remember, I'm trying to get 20 subscribers. Tell your friends. Have them subscribe. Why? Because I need them. I want to be live. I want to annoy the world. So if you want to see this redneck guy annoy the world and do stupid shit throughout the year, subscribe. Get your friends to subscribe. Trust me on this. It will be worth it. I know I'm always starting with a cell phone, but it can only go up from here. Till next Monday, everybody. Remember, laugh at life or you'll never get through it alive.